can do it.
My hand is slipping.
Welcome back to the Sphere of Falling Masterclass. Today's topic is slab climbing, and this video is a bit special because I'm sharing my own experience. Slab falls are one of my greatest fears when it comes to lead climbing because it's a type of terrain that I have least experience with. Actually, in this video you will see my very first time slab climbing on lead. This footage covers 2 days, and each day I had a different kind of session that was tackling 2 different processes. The first day I focused on confidence and fear management. I started with getting more familiar with the route on top rope and understand whether the route is within my abilities enough to use it for mental training. On the same day I also tried it on lead with the idea of not wanting to fall and work on my fear management. On the second day I focused on improving my falling technique and footwork specifically. When falling on slab, you want to push yourself outwards and start walking backwards. Training slab falling footwork is useful in making it as automatic as possible and also in making you more confident when you get higher than the quick draw. However, I don't suggest to do this kind of training with a very big amount of slack. On the first day, I started with a mental warm-up with an on-site.
The on-site warm-up, this route of which I don't know the grade, should be around 5 people maybe lying. And I have beginner shoes because my shoes are at resoling. No chalk, no tape on my injured finger. I'm not gonna read it. It's gonna be the real answer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm never gonna be able to climb the slab with the shoes. Never.
Put some chalk in there.
That's not a bad idea. So the plan for today is to do some slab climbing, slab falling, slab fear falling training. On this 6B, I have virtually zero experience. This route is the only route I ever climbed on slab, which is true, even outdoors or indoors. So it's pretty scary. I've been working on it on top rope, and I think I'm more or less ready to try it on lead. And we will see how it goes.
When trying the route on lead, there was a noticeable increase of difficulty just because of the mental aspect. I was climbing much slower and with much more control. Confidence in my oversized shoes was very low, but the top rope session did improve it. However, I never sent the route on top rope, I only did the individual moves in isolation. The route has 2 cruxes, both with very nice vaulting. One is when coming to this big hole, and the other one is near the top with a very deep lock off and a bad crimp. Unfortunately, the handhold was wet and I was slipping more and more. I tried to overcome the difficulty with a power scream, but that wasn't enough. The fall wasn't scary, I was very focused on the move and I wasn't over the quick draw. Considering that I was able to manage all sections over the bolts and also the last exposed mantle, the session was a great success. The aim wasn't really to send the route, but rather gathering the courage and confidence to lead it. On the second day, again, the aim wasn't to send the route, but rather learn the footwork and to be confident in my ability to manage the fall. Unfortunately, again, my shoes weren't the best choice for the session. I just bought these shoes, which I had to break into, so they were very painful, stiff, and I wasn't used to them. I really couldn't feel much with my feet, really. This ended up with the result that I couldn't even get to the section I wanted to reach to do the falling practice.
Can you take?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the footwork.
But whatever, the height was enough, so I started doing the falling training instead of focusing too much on my decreased performance.
This is cool. It's also very soft.
You're jumping.
Hey, from here?
Yeah.
Falling?
Yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
Nice.
I'm happy. Can we do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more confident in the shoes now.
Oh, good.
Okay, from here, falling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's improving.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Although this was my very first time route climbing on slab and especially on lead, I have some experience with falling on slab while bouldering. In fact, training falls on boulders is definitely helpful for leading as well. If you haven't seen it, check out my other video on how to overcome fear when bouldering. I'll see you in the next video and stay psyched.
Almost.
But a nice slab.